Hello everyone, Crystalline here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. Welcome Cancer to your monthly reading. I am so honored and just having so much fun tuning into the zodiacs this month. So thank you so much for tuning in and I welcome you. I'm going to be offering these every month, maybe more. We'll see. Oh, we got the throat chakra jumping out here for you guys for Cancer. So beautiful. Oh, I love that with that blue energy. There's a feeling of comfort and strength and standing really strong in your soul, being able to speak your truth, allowing those divine thoughts and words to flow through you. It's going to feel really good. Okay, Cancer. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm going to do a 5-card spread and clarify, and then we're going to pull some oracle cards to see what the energy is for you this month. And it can be anything. We're just tuning into your higher self, to unconditional love, creator source energy, to see whatever messages you're meant to receive at this time. And these readings are timeless. So whenever you're watching this, it's the right time. It's the divine time. And I encourage you to always just trust your intuition and your inner guidance to affirm what you already know to be true within you, no matter what. Because truly, time is fluid. So I'm just feeling a lot coming up for you guys this month. And it's really rooted in being able to express your truth in a very clear, connected way that is so empowering to your journey, that really allows you to like manifest and there's movement. I can feel it in my body. It's like, ooh, I feel like I'm rising up and feeling that strength in my stance. So there's this beautiful energy of strengthening of your connection and trust and confidence in your path, what is true for you. So thank you guys. Make sure that you subscribe, and thank you for those that have already subscribed for all your likes and comments and shares, you guys. I am so grateful to be on this journey with you. And so let's just get into your reading, you guys. I'll have all the details for connecting with me down below for personal readings or my social media, my Patreon, all that stuff. Okay, so thank you again, and let's just get into it, okay? Look at this on the bottom of the deck. This is the lead card. This is the number 4, and it's the Emperor in the original tarot. So this is the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland, and it's a beautiful tarot oracle about really focusing on self-love and the discovery of your own connection to your higher self, and how that relationship is, first and foremost in your life. And with the Emperor here, it's like taking charge, really taking the lead in your life and trusting your higher self and the guidance, and being able to stand firmly in your truth and plan and strategize and see the bigger picture. And you know that you're seeing with the highest good of all in mind. It's like your heart is open, but it's strong, and nothing's going to sway you from your path. It's like I feel this very strong, it's just that soul, unconditional love power. It's very gentle, it's very loving and compassionate and kind, but it is also very bold, and there's no fear. It knows exactly what is going on in the bigger picture. This is like your higher self, like, can see everything, and it's guiding you every step. It's got your back here. It's like you're able to take the lead. You've got all this wisdom within you and all this experience of your journey. And so it's like you're able to speak your truth with such clarity this month. And again, with the blue here, like behind him, it's so synchronistic. It's just like your voice, it's almost looks like a sun or a flower, but it's like your voice is like the light, and it's like your strength. So let's see what your current energy is here. 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. So this is beautiful. Again, this is that physical energy, tangible energy, real relationships, true relationships of equal give and receive, connections that are rooted in true stability and honesty and communication. And it's a two-way street, it's mutual, it's equal. It's being able to offer your time and energy towards others, knowing that it's coming back to you, in the same way that what you're giving, you're receiving. And so it's nourishing both sides of the coin. It's like you see others as you see yourself, and they see you in the same way. And so there's a lot of I just feel a lot of beautiful exchange of love energy for you in the physical world that feels really supportive to your journey, where you feel you can ask for help and receive actual guidance and support that's beneficial. And if someone is coming to you, it's like they're not coming to you as a victim, they're coming to you as, for your expertise, because they really appreciate what you're doing or your wisdom, and they're taking it to heart. So that's really beautiful to feel. Wow. And the Nine of Pentacles here for this is kind of like your internal expectations of how you expect to feel, and it's being affirmed, with the Nine of Pentacles here, well-deserved reward. This is you really connected to the physical world, and in that beautiful, unconditional, loving type of way, full acceptance of all, and light and dark, and yin and yang, up and down, as above, so below. It's like you've focused on self-growth and taking responsibility for your energy. And so coming into alignment with who you truly are and being at peace with everything, gaining the wisdom from the experiences, and that energy is reflecting to you in the physical world. So make sure that you enjoy your rewards and savor them, and feel the gratitude and the joy that the universe gives you, because it's because of all of your hard work and dedication to your path and to really staying true to your heart. You'll feel that, that stability. It's like no matter what, it's that connection that you have within to your heart and your soul. So you are being supported this month, very much so, in the physical reality. Okay. So hidden influences here. Wow, this is the Seek the Truth, Seven of Swords. So this is about really, and this energy is very strong this month in a very beneficial way, in the sense that it's a very internal integration of the truth. It's being able to be very honest with yourself, and to see the light and dark within yourself, to see the love and the fear within yourself, and be willing to see things for what they are, no matter what it is. Because as we move forward with an open heart, it's all inclusive. We see everyone as a divine infinite being. It's just that we're all at different stages of our growth and our journey of what our soul is here to experience. And so it's being able to see that within yourself, and applying compassion and love for yourself, and knowing that moving forward you're rooted in love. Whereas in the past, maybe knowing that there were choices made in fear, it's like you can relate and let go of any sort of self-sabotaging thoughts or behaviors or programs. It's like you're able to see through the veil, because you had the courage to go within and see your own, anything that was in you that was deceptive. And it doesn't mean that we reject it or we condemn it or anything like that. We just are aware that it's there, and we choose not to engage with it. So it gives you this confidence in your ability to stand behind your decisions. So if there's anything that where you feel doubt, that's where you've got to remind yourself how connected you really are, and it will affirm for you in the physical reality, like the blessings and the abundance and the synchronicities and the feeling of people being there for you and supporting you, and feeling connected to the right places at the right time, the right people. That is all the universe affirming to you that that's your true energy. That is, when you're expressing that, it's reflected back to you. So if you have any doubts coming up, internally within you, just acknowledge that that is a thought pattern or belief or whatever it is rooted in the fear consciousness, and it's okay for it to be there, you know. But the less you give it attention, the more it just kind of just dissolves, and you can, you know, invite it into your heart. And it's one of those things where love is forever, and nothing is forced, so it can either come into, you know, it can be embraced by the light and transform, or it can stay away. You know, the choice, it's up to that energy, but it wants to feel the love because it is love after all. It is an aspect of us. You know, everything that we perceive as negative is truly just love experiencing the absence of itself. So it's really important that you embrace all of yourself, is what I'm feeling, Cancer. It's like all of your emotions, all of your insights, your visions, your intuition, the darkness, you know, all of it, because it gives you the perspective of being able to see the bigger picture and maintain your connection in the physical world without feeling guilty or anything. It's recognizing that we all have that connection within us, and it's remembering, and like, for you to break through programming and all of that, and, you know, be willing to look beyond the veil and really learn and explore who you are. It's like that is going to be so empowering because it's all in the mind. You know, it's amazing. And look at this Three of Swords for the advice from your higher self. This is sadness and isolation, but this card is beautiful because it talks about how we transform our pain into pleasure, how we use it as a springboard to, as a catalyst to embrace love and to live and stand in love, you know, to honor love, to embrace our courage and our strength, to do the right thing, to honor love, no matter how hard it is, you know. And in that, we, you know, we become our best selves. We find out who we really are. We realize our true power and that we have the ability to do anything, that we're infinite, and we benefit ourselves and others moving forward. So it's really beautiful. It's like healing, continue healing, and just allowing yourself to be empowered by the wisdom that you've gained, knowing that you'll never have to experience that kind of pain ever again, because now you're not afraid to see things for what they are. You're not afraid. You're not going to keep the blindfold on. The blindfold's off. You're addressing things. You're questioning thoughts in your mind. Is this, you know, is this love or is this fear? What is this voice? You know, it's like I feel you really breaking through, and the physical reality is really affirming that for you. So, and if it hasn't, it will this month. It all begins within, and then it's reflected in the external. So when, if things haven't started picking up, and when they do, just remind yourself, like, to be grateful and say thank you, because you deserve it. Okay, you very much do deserve it, and it's coming. Look at this. So the energy aligning to the Three of Cups, share the love, right? So when these blessings start coming in, these synchronicities, these feelings of joy, and just affirmation that you're healing and you're moving forward past all the heartbreak, that it's like you really, like, all the shadow work, all the stuff you've been doing within is really now beginning to manifest in the physical. So celebrate, you know, share with friends and family that see you, that appreciate you, that truly celebrate with you. Celebrate their successes. Share your inspired, you know, creations with the world, your pictures, your art, your poetry. Share, you know, through the lens of love, you know, and create beautiful memories and fulfill others' hearts. It will fulfill your heart. You know, it's like when you're feeling it, the more you focus on it, the more that you give attention to those beautiful emotions of yours, of joy and bliss and harmony and coming together and just having a good time and seeing each other for who you are, and, you know, nurturing each other's individuality, you know, the things we really, that are unique about us, that we appreciate, you know, celebrating our differences and just being ourselves. Like, I really see this with the green, and, you know, it's like the heart opening, and you know, it's this beautiful unfoldment of, like, this lesson and completion. So ending in celebration and feeling that it's like the opposite, everything is love. So the opposite of the absence of love is pain or is joy, right? So it's like pain and joy are one and the same. It's just pain is the absence of love. And so when we're in love, we experience joy. When we're out of love, we experience sadness or pain. So it's like in order to become a true master of your energy, it requires you to experience all energies. And that's the emperor. The emperor has earned his position because he has not shied away from the things that frightened him. He faced his fears and realized that he's infinite and truly unbreakable. And fear is not truly real. It's an illusion. It's a state of mind. The only thing that's real is love, and it's the true force. It's the true power, which is neutral. It's just what you're giving your focus to. So this is so empowering for you guys. I'm really feeling it, and just feeling the empowerment and the calmness that comes with it, and the steadiness and the stability, and feeling that well-being deep inside your core, like really anchored in your core and connected to the earth and to this your higher self, the guides, the etheric, as above so below, as within so without. Just a lot of beautiful balance being restored for you. Okay, true stability and balance. So let's clarify the Six of Pentacles, please. Giving and receiving. The Ace of Cups and the Hermit. So that's really beautiful. And look, there was a card flipped over in the deck, the Emperor. It was just happened to be flipped over in my deck, so that's pretty cool. So the Ace of Cups and the Hermit. Excuse me, you guys. Let me take a drink here. So this is beautiful energy because it's allowing yourself to really take time to go within and listen to your soul. And you may have been in hermit mode for a while, but you were using that time so wisely, to go within and connect with your higher self and ask the questions and dig deep and do the shadow work and purge and get in touch with your emotions, to understand what true unconditional love is, to really love yourself unconditionally, to take this beautiful offering of love and apply it to yourself so that you can radiate it out to the world in this beautiful energy of giving and receiving, to be a part of that cycle, that flow, that inhalation and exhalation, to be part of the one, to contribute love, to contribute your energy in a way that you were always meant to, in alignment, that's authentic for you, that feels good, that it benefits, So this is so amazing. I mean, so much wisdom. I feel like you've just your consciousness is just expanded, it's like ascension. It's like it's the beginning of your next greatest version, and you're taking all the wisdom from the past with you and leaving everything else behind. You're recognizing that your path is unique and individual to yourself, and that's the beautiful part of it. And only you know what's right for you. Your soul is only guiding you, not everyone else, and everyone else's soul is guiding them. So it's like you've really come into this beautiful awareness of wisdom and strength, and seeing your own beauty and your own healing powers, and how you can share that authentically with others, because we're not here to tell each other what to do. We're here to inspire each other, and not even for each other. It's like we're just here to inspire. We're here to live our inspiration. We're here to live our love, to be the love that we are, to experience it for ourselves and for others to benefit from as well. Because we're truly all one being, one heart, one soul, right? So 9 of Pentacles. Let's clarify the 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Look at that. Letting go of lack consciousness and fear-based consciousness, and holding on to things, recognizing that what's truly meant to be yours will always be. And so it's letting go of all of that from the past and embracing true abundance and prosperity and love, and opening up to opportunities and new financial paths and ideas, and recognizing that everything you truly desire is already yours. It's like you're saying yes to receiving, you're opening up to receiving and saying yes to the universe to shower you with all that's meant for you, in gratitude, and knowing that you're willing to do whatever you came here to do, to own all of your choices, to take responsibility. And so those programs of lack are dissolving, and abundance is, the truth is that you are supported wholly, fully, unconditionally, and what you need to thrive is already yours. So saying yes to it, being open to it, receiving the divine guidance, and then taking action on your inspired ideas and thoughts will lead you towards everything. I mean, it's like you're open, you're in alignment, you're ready to receive. And I love it. I love it. So it's well deserved. Okay. That's just affirming that there. So seek the truth. Five of Swords. Okay. So yeah, it's that back and forth as we're breaking free of fear and moving into love, really embracing love as the one truth. It's the ego and the soul having kind of this mental um, back and forth, because you're connected to your heart now. And so you're taking direction from your heart instead of the ego and the mind. The ego just needs to integrate and become your friend and ally. So it's embracing your ego in a sense. It's not being angry at it or trying to make it go away or disconnect it. In a sense, it's just including your ego, recognizing it, acknowledging it. Yes, I know you feel this way, ego, and you feel this way because you were wounded, but we're not wounded anymore. We're healing. And now we're going to have a lot of fun, and you get to have a lot of fun with me. Like those kind of conversations will dissolve any sort of doubt or illusions or any sort of fear based thoughts that are trying to keep you focused on it, because it needs your energy to keep living. But it could just, you open your heart and it can transmute into the light and become love as well. It's that honoring of that free will choice and understanding that we truly, in essence, have the free will choice at all times, no matter what, whether we're conscious of it or not. And no one can take our energy from us, our power, our perspective, our focus, unless we agree to focus on it, unless we agree to give it away. So that's where the Seven of Swords is like our guides, our higher self coming in and saying, look, you are an infinite being, and truly, ultimately, you cannot be deceived unless you allow someone to deceive you. So take that as empowering to your own journey so that you can stand in your power and know that there's nothing that can manipulate you or disconnect you from your higher self, truly. So it's knowing that that connection is solid, and at any time it's okay to feel doubt, it's okay to feel fear. It's just knowing that you trust yourself to respond to whatever that energy is in true unconditional love. And you don't even need to tell anyone. You don't need approval. You don't need to prove it. It's just like you just know that you're going to choose that. You don't need anyone to tell you to do it. It's like you're making that choice on your own. And I see that because you already know what choosing fear does, and you know the pain that it causes. And so you've gained the wisdom, and you're like, no, I'm not going to be the fool, and I'm choosing love, even though it might be more difficult, but I'm going to do it, because in the long run, when you choose love, everything just starts flowing. And that energy, it's the absence of love. So that's really all it needs the most is love. So of course it wants you to give it love, but it doesn't recognize that it can tune in on its own by itself. It has its own direct link connection, and that's really what we're here to do. Is the only way we can truly help anyone is to just be the example, the living example, and walk our talk. And sometimes that means we don't have to say anything at all, and that's the same for yourself. Sometimes it's just not responding to the fear-based thoughts and just being like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm not responding to you, because it's illusion. And I will respond to love if you want to talk to me in love. See, I'm a Gemini, so I have these conversations with myself, but it's like, talking to you, seeing your emotions or your thoughts as like, because you are truly not your emotions, you're not your thoughts, you're not your body. you are an infinite being of pure source energy. So you can talk to the different aspects of yourself as if they're individuals. Sometimes that helps. And that way you understand it and you see that it's not, just because there's a feeling there doesn't mean that, you're a grouchy person. If you're feeling grouchy, it just means there's something in there that is triggering that emotion. And so it's looking at it and, choosing to love it and heal it. Love on it, give it some sugar, not enabling it, empowering it, right? So reminding it that it's there for a reason, but when we heal the pain, then it's not there. So okay, I'm gonna move on here to the Three of Swords. Look at that, Nine of Pentacles. Regaining your independence again twice. It's like you're feeling independent, you're feeling confident, you're feeling connected. You know that your higher self is guiding you in the physical world through synchronicities, through nature and signs and, ogams, the nature divination, like people saying things to you or meeting people or connections, whatever it is. Like, I feel like you're just like, yeah, embracing yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, being comfortable on your own, like enjoying your own company. So this is really beautiful and healthy, just healthy growing energy to feel. And then the Three of Cups, sharing the love. Whoa. With the Fool. Okay, so taking that leap of faith, trusting the mystery and into the unknown, because your higher self can see the bigger picture. So it's not really unknown to your higher self. It's unknown to the human self. But when we have that connection of trust with our higher self, and we know our higher self will never lead us into anything truly that's not meant for us, even through the dark times, your higher self is always leading you. And so when you're choosing love, like for what I recognized when I was going through, facing the dark and the fear, it was like, no matter what, when I was choosing love, my higher self would like, it's like there were times when I was in situations, or like my higher self would come in and help me find the right words. Like, and I would think that is only the grace of the goddess that came in and helped me that day. Like, there's no way I could have done that on my own, and it's like those things, or the person that just happens to come talk to you that, says exactly what you needed to hear as like direct affirmations. Like, these things will happen as long as you stay true to love. And so the universe is a two-way mirror and it sees everything you do. And so this is affirming to you that it sees you, it sees all of the love and everything you're aligned with and all the work you're doing. And it's like taking that leap of faith is going to feel so good. And it's just freedom and liberation. It's infinite possibilities and potential. And it's your 0 point. It's knowing that you always have that connection to your higher self. So you always feel that stability within yourself. No matter where you are, you're rooted and anchored in love. As above, so below. It's really beautiful, and it's going to help you take the steps you need to take, even though you're not quite sure how it's all going to unfold. It's rooted in love, so that choosing love is going to keep you in alignment, and it's going to feel good, right? So let's clarify the Emperor here. We've got the Three of Cups. So, I mean, wow, this is just beautiful emotional fulfillment, in a sense of like feeling good and connected with your friends, your family. It's making those beautiful memories together and feeling that fulfillment and just that deepening of bonds and emotional well-being and joy and just celebration and wow, I just feel it expanding and radiating out. It's all of these images of like the light radiating out here, from your mind, body, soul, everything. You're just like you're gonna feel it all radiating out from that beautiful balanced center point within you. It's just gonna be like your whole physical reality. Everything is just going to be, it's just, if it isn't already, it's happening this month for you. So let's get some oracle cards for some advice. Let's start with the Ascended Masters. And let me just make sure the camera is still rolling. Okay, it is. You guys see all the cards on there? Kind of. Should move them up a little bit. Sorry, you guys. You can see them. Okay, so Let's get some oracle cards going here. This is the Ascended Masters. Let's see what they want to offer you. Whoa. Well, this one flew out. It's a twin flame. And spiritual law of attraction. So what I'm feeling from this is that a lot of us, you know, we are experiencing these deepening of bonds and relationships and connections, and feeling drawn to connect with those we're meant for, you know, our divine counterparts, our twin flames, our soulmates, our mirror souls, you know, our friends, whatever partnerships, you know, we're seeking all partnerships of balance and harmony. And so we know that we must first find that within ourselves. And so you're doing that here. And what I'm feeling from this is that you are attracting a very powerful relationship into your life that is a mirror reflection of yourself, and it's through the spiritual law of attraction. It's part of your destiny. It's a part of your why you feel love so deeply, why you want to feel those deep bonds with someone. You're meant to be deeply bonded. You are deeply bonded to someone, and they are to you, and you are an aspect of each other that is a mirror. And so it's like, as you find your balance and center, they're finding their balance and center. You're being drawn together like magnets, and you will meet and you will become more. You know, it's like with this Three of Cups here, it's like you will expand, you will become, you will create a third energy together, or a that becomes one energy in a sense, that's a combination of, you know, your aspects in perfect harmony with each other, which allows you to channel in more divinely inspired ideas that can only be done through the both of you together and co-creating that love. So it's like, I'm feeling this is like, has to do with your soul purpose. It has to do with part of your mission and why you're here. And it's also a part of your reward. You know, it's like so beautiful the way love works. Everything's a win-win, and it's bigger than just you as one individual person. Now you are going to be connected divinely with other people who are divinely drawn to you, just as you are to them. It's you know, it's equal and mutual, and both being guided by the higher self towards each other, because you truly are aspects of one another. You know, you may share, it goes deep, and you'll know, it'll be revealed to you as you go. I'm being guided not to go too deep into it, but it's something you'll discover for yourself. And truly, only you can affirm for yourself what is right for you. Only you can affirm if it's coming from your heart or your ego. And so this is a part of really gaining that clarity on the voices in your head, if it's your soul, your heart, or if it's the ego, a program. So seeing this as very beneficial to your mastery and your energy, and seeing how it will benefit you to gain this wisdom and understanding, how it's going to actually allow you to just really connect and have those deep bonds that I feel you really desire, because you're supposed to, you know, it's built into you for that reason. You were born to be deeply bonded and create these beautiful connections, so that we can anchor this foundation of unconditional love here on earth and be the true co-creators that we are, in freedom, in joy, creating, because we are amazing. I mean, the potential that we have, I mean, it's we don't even know, because you know, it's like being rooted in unconditional love, that there are so many amazing discoveries to be made. You know, our consciousness is infinite. So it's the spiritual law of attraction, it's Melchizedek, it's sacred geometry and synchronicity, and the esoteric, like the magical aspects, the intuitive, you know, all of your psychic gifts, because Cancers, I know, are very intuitive, and you're very familiar, like you feel like you can, like you can feel comfortable in maybe emotions that others don't sit well in. So you can gain a lot of deep wisdom and use it in very beneficial ways. Okay, it's like, wow, this is really powerful. I feel a lot of energy coming from this reading. Let's get one from Divination of the Ancients here. For Cancer, please. I Ching change. I Ching change. So embracing change. This card speaks to embracing change and seeing your destiny unfolding, you know, really embracing and letting go, because the only constant thing in life is change. And the infinite source, the infinite being that we are within, is what always remains true. Everything else is ever changing. So when you are truly rooted in your core essence, it doesn't matter what's happening outside of you. You are solid in your alignment. So you're always guided in that flow of unconditional love. It's only when we become distracted by things outside of us and our light kind of dims, our heart, you know, we close our heart to something, we get wounded, whatever it is, and things get distorted. So it's like, I feel like you're just embracing all of this, and you're really learning the deep wisdom that comes with being open to change and growing and learning and just discovering parts of yourself that you would have never known were there before. And I'm looking for, here it is. I want to see if there's a message in here that was channeled here. I want to see what the thing says here. Hold on one second. I Ching. If I can find it here. It says, it may be difficult to embrace new beginnings, but it is the only way to move forward. You're being urged to turn things around and shake them up a little. Change is the key to bringing about new opportunities, but resisting change will block those opportunities and might create hurdles that hinder the flow. You may have to change yourself to make room for the new to enter, but as you do, you will find long dormant wisdom and knowledge emerging, creating one of the deepest transformations of all. You may also see the need to address those who could hold you back or bring you down. You can do this in a kind and loving way, but be assertive as you set your boundaries. And that's, you know, the Emperor coming in and your higher self, giving you the strength and power to speak your truth. It says, it seems that changes have unfurled as I embrace a whole new world. I sweep away the old within so my future can come in. Okay. And it says that the situation you're inquiring about will bring great change for the better. Time to change your ways. A deep and ancient knowledge is surfacing and changing the way you view yourself and the world. Allow someone else to change. So I think this is really beautiful because, I mean, the I Ching is one of the oldest forms of divination. And I have a Toltec I Ching, which I really like to tune into once in a while. Maybe I'll do a reading with that because it's just so amazing. But it speaks to us of the energies, you know, that come into play and how we can respond, you know, in order to grow from this experience or learn from this experience. And it's all based on, you know, what we manifest in the future is all based on how we respond to that energy in the present moment. So in the present moment is where all your power is right now. And change is happening whether we like it or not. So it's about learning how to embrace everything from your true essence within, responding in unconditional love. And that in itself changes everything. I mean, it changes everything. Choosing love in this moment, responding in love versus choosing fear in this moment shifts the entire future, right? I mean, we can see it. We can see it looking back. So remembering that, moving forward, you're good. Like, you're good. You are attracting like divine love, your divine reflections, counterparts, experiences, environments, material objects, emotional, mental, everything. You're on the right track, Cancer. You guys are doing great, okay? You're doing really great. Embracing change is uncomfortable for all of us. That's why we talk about it so much in growth and everything. It's like, don't be afraid of change. How many times do we hear that in our life, but we still fear change because it's totally a part of our experience. It's how we learn. It's what we all experience it. If it wasn't normal, we wouldn't all experience it, right? So I'm going to get one here from the Messenger Oracle. really like this deck. I've been using it. Be patient. Look at this beautiful card. Be patient. Okay? Be patient. I'm going to read this to you. Obviously, you can feel that, being patient, knowing that everything happens in divine time. It's not, we can't rush anything. It's not a race. It's not a competition. There is no right time for anything other than divine time. Everything happens just as it's supposed to, no matter what we do or don't do. It says, now is not the time to act. Now is the time to show self restraint, to be patient and wait. Do not let your desire for an outcome or resolution result in one that is not to your liking, because you forced it to manifest before it was time. Trust that all will be as it's meant to be when it is meant to be. Be still, let go of all frustration and impatience, and remember that good things come to those who wait. Okay, and one of the greatest lessons is patience, because wisdom is patience. It's understanding that how energies work, how they operate, how they play out. Fear is always going to try and get you to react and trigger you. It's going to trigger your emotions. It knows how to push your buttons so that you react out of integrity and that you keep feeding the fear. Wisdom, patience is love. It's knowing that, okay, I see that this is a fear energy. It's a fear-based thought. It's disempowering. It's not how love would speak to me, so I'm not going to react to it. In fact, I'm not going to give it any attention. Some people call this like the gray rock method, where you're just like act like a gray rock and you just kind of are like, okay, and you choose not to react. You choose to observe it instead, and to give yourself permission to observe it and to take your time to feel into it and what it is and how you would respond from your highest self. And then you wait until your higher self is guiding you, or something. Sometimes the situation will just magically transform on its own. Allow the universe to show you its intentions, how it operates. And that's the wisdom of patience. The universe, everything happens when it's supposed to. It's like if you plant a seed in the ground, right? I mean, you've got to be patient and allow it time to sprout, and you're not going to dig it up and keep checking on it every day. You're going to just trust and have faith. You're going to water it, and when it sprouts, you're going to keep watering it. It may not have fruit on it yet, but in 3 months it's going to be bearing fruit. And so it's like, if you didn't know that, maybe you would, someone would see a seed, they put it in the ground and expect it to be grown the next day, ready to go, and think that it's worthless and pull it out and destroy it. Like, it's just the same. It's not the same, but it is when you think about it. And so be patient, okay? Whatever the situation is, it's changing, and the wisdom that you're gaining is just so valuable moving forward, that you'll never experience the pain that you did in the past. Only love and bliss. Only love and bliss, which, opening up to that, it can also be very intense. So it takes time to open up to it, because it can trigger our fears. So it takes time for us to heal all of those aspects within ourselves. It doesn't happen overnight. So you'll be introduced to more love on a daily basis. Every day a little bit more love will come in, and you'll open up to it a little bit more. Like, you'll feel the fear, but it won't be so, it'll be gentle enough that you'll open up to it a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And before you know it, you'll just be this beautiful open heart, strong. Look at ancestors, generations. You're healing generations of ancestral wounds and programs and false beliefs. This is all a part of your spiritual journey, your soul purpose. You're putting an end to and dissolving fear-based energies by transmuting them, by, because truly change, right? It's energy never goes away. It only changes form. So that's what you're doing, is you're changing fear into love, and it's working through you, through your experiences, your relationships, your emotions. You're, coming into that fear energy so you can transmute it to truly shine and be the love that you are in this physical body, and co-create in the world as your true higher self soul essence. your own unique soul frequency that only you can do. So you are like, for your family line, your ancestors are all with you. They're all guiding you. They're all like, yay, keep going, because what you're doing is actually healing them and releasing them and setting them free to ascend and be reborn in whatever way is, you know, meant to be. So it's like, it's so much bigger than just ourselves. And I feel a lot of love surrounding you, and a lot of just support and encouragement and confidence and well-being, like opening, like you deserve everything that's coming your way, because you're honoring you're honoring love, the creator life force energy. You're honoring what you came here to express. And you're this, I just see this dragon energy, this stability. It's like the emperor. You're there's a lot of strength around you, okay? So I'm going to end the reading with a Sacred Rebels card. I truly hope that you guys enjoyed this reading for this month, that it resonated and just affirmed what you feel and offered some wisdom and moving forward. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, I would be absolutely honored. You can find that information on my website at crystalline.love. All the links are down below for connecting with me on my Instagram or my Patreon, where I offer weekly messages. And thank you guys for all being you, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing, for all your just beautiful words and support, and all of your donations. For those of you that have donated to me, thank you so much. It's just, that energy of opening to receive and being connected and knowing that what you're offering is in alignment with love is what allows you to receive. So I just thank you guys. And I feel you guys are really special, and you're just very connected to the energy of love and your emotions, and you feel things very deeply. And so that's a good thing. Wow, big, bold vision. And the reason that you've got to master your emotions, your mental realm, is because you're here to bring forth this big, bold vision. And look at it's 16 or 15, which is a 6. Even then, 1 is a new beginning, 5 is change, right? And then a 6 is that healing energy of unconditional love, of true unconditional love. So big, bold vision. Oh my goodness. I love this so much for you guys. I feel it. It's going to require that, beautiful strength. You're going to feel such strength in your emotions. It's going to be your greatest strength, and not a weakness in any sense. Your mental realm. It's like, wow, I feel it. It's nothing to fear. It's just going to be so natural. You're going to feel so good and so empowered. Like, wow. Okay, let's read this. You were not born to play a small role in life. You have the ability to dream big, even if you have absolutely no idea about how your visions can come to pass or what all the details may look like. You can access the heart and guts of a vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will all work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are an active contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea, that is coming to you. You may worry that it is too much for you, but don't worry, it is meant to be yours. Although you might have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to a fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical, and more potent possibilities of creatively living your light in the world. A sign that you are cracking out of your limited thinking to allow for a big, bold vision to come to you is that you might feel a little dizzy with the shrinking limitations and expanding possibilities of life. You may wonder if you're allowed to access so much wonder. Remember that in your healing and growing, success as you manifest this big vision. You can touch the hearts of others through your presence, your inner works, your art, and your choices. It's a win-win situation, right? Those that are meant to live big, bold, and visionary lives need to give themselves permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expansive perspectives of what is possible, what is permitted, and what is of service. It's about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this. Even though it is your vision, it is not just about you. You're being asked to remember that when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will flow your way at the right time and in the right way. Stay open, receptive, playful, and surrendered. This oracle brings you a message. You're about to receive or be invited to become part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the makings of something fantastic. No matter how the journey that brings this vision into reality unfolds, and there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming, it is still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choices, and when the time feels right and truthful, leap. Leap. This oracle brings a message for those who would like to further develop their intuitive insight. It's already happening. Trust in what you perceive, even if it conflicts with what everyone else around you is saying or the surface of things. Trust your inner perceptions. They are accurate and will be proven to be so later on. This oracle brings a general message of positive energy. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you. Even if everything seems to be in a bit of shambles now, it's really just the essential mess before a truly spectacular success. Okay. So this is absolutely amazing, Cancer. This is beautiful and such affirmation. I truly hope that this message resonated and affirmed and gave you that courage and just affirming wisdom and knowing that you're on the right track, and to bring this big, bold vision into life, to allow it to manifest, to trust the synchronicities that are your higher self speaking to you, and that you're surrounded with all this amazing love and support and your ancestors. And, so you'll know that leap of faith. And it's so crazy when we think about it, but when it comes time to really embrace it, it's just so easy and effortless and gentle. And it's like, oh my gosh, I was afraid of that. But then that's the joy in it too. It really, it takes that connection to love in order to really create that bridge and walk over it. And that's the fail safe of love. It's truly an internal journey, and you are going to manifest and create some amazing things for this world. And I'm really honored to support your journey. So thank you so much for tuning in with me and for being you. Thank you guys again for all of your love and support, and for walking this path of unconditional love. And I will see you next month for the next reading, and maybe sooner, if I'm guided. We'll see what happens. But I'm really grateful to start here, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Sending you all my infinite love as always. Peace out. Peace in.